Then a hip hop album review, Boogie Everything's for Sale. This is my first introduction to Boogie, and typically I don't look at the track list before I get it in, but this time I did. And when I saw he had Jid, I said, "Oh shit, you already know, And then the fact that he had Eminem too, I saw that.
You know, he signed to Eminem.
Oh, he signed to Eminem.
This is Shady Records.
Yeah, that was the post that was posted on the website and on Twitter.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I'm worried now. Because no Shady artist really has like longevity, or they get to a certain level and then they kind of fall off.
He's the least shady artist. Yep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Shady sounds like him.
Wait. This nigga just started talking like who? You pulled a Ken.
I sure.
Yeah.
I sure did. If you guys listen to Dead End Gaming, you'll be familiar with Mr. Mean Mugger, but damn, you want me to go, Mr.
You do your own introduction.
What up, y'all? It's me, Mugger11, aka Eric V. Hit me on Dead End Game and watch me on twitch.tv/MeMugger11.
Boom.
Neil John's boy. 12 years a slave.
You know what? This would be the platform to bring up Nita.
What are you talking about? We talked about that a couple times. This is still on.
Hey, where they can check out that ass whooping? Where can they check that out?
YouTube.com/Dead End Gaming.
Tell them about what happened, kid. A little bit. Just a little bit of background. Like, look.
What didn't happen? It was a complete annihilation. It was an embarrassment.
We played a video game and had fun.
Who did?
You was a lie. It looked like fun.
I didn't have fun.
I had
Y'all
fun.
get y'all ass kicked.
I had fun.
What happened? What happened, Mike?
Bruh. Needle drop was fucking these dudes left and right. In the video,
I
never
denied the ass
just comes up and he says, if he dies, he dies. What did he say? He dies, he dies. Next thing I saw was me Mugger's face just crying.
Bruh.
Hey, I never denied the ass.
I didn't play as much as Needle Drop. But Needle Drop was smashing some and it was the best shot I've ever seen. I don't play Smash Brothers.
But back to Boogie, I agree. He's the least shady artist that we've heard, right? Like he doesn't sound like anybody. He doesn't sound like this is a person that's riding any type of wave or anything like that. And then it's not like a group like Slaughterhouse, right, where you got multiple people. So he's definitely unique in that. And I don't know, is this like his first ever project?
First album. Yes, I just looked it up. I didn't know this, but he has 3 mixtapes. Thirst 1 and 2, and one he released in 2016 called The Reach.
Man, look, motherfucker, you did your damn thing on this. Cause the way he starts it off, I think that's one thing that we like here on Dead End Hip Hop is how do you start off the album and can you keep up that consistency throughout the project? And he gets your attention like this, right? Like when he's talking about, I don't know if I believe in God, shit, I just want to bah. Oh shit, like, I just put this on for the first time and I'm like, okay, this is serious, you know what I'm saying? Let me make sure I pay attention, you know what I'm saying? So I think he did a good job there. And then just the way he sounds throughout this thing, man, like he gives me, he reminds me of different artists, like with the things that he can do. Like he reminded me a little bit of Frank Ocean with his singing on Swap Meet. He reminded me a little bit of Frank. And on, what's that track?
Skydive.
I'm not saying he is Frank or nothing like that, but it got me in the mode of Frank Ocean. You know what I'm saying? And even on the interlude, LOL, SMH.
SMH,
yeah. He reminded me a little, just how he sounded. I'm not saying he is. Kendrick. Yeah. He sounded like Kendrick on that. He really did. He's extremely deep. He's introspective. And he sounds super polished. So that's why I'm so surprised he only has 4 bodies of work out and it sounds this good already. And then, like I said, I saw Jid, so I definitely skipped forward to that. Soho, oh my God.
So you skipped forward to it?
Yeah.
Damn, so you just didn't wait. Damn.
See, but that's the reason why I don't like to look at the track listing. I just like to be surprised. Because when I see it, then it's like, oh, that's my guy. Got it.
Hey man, just let it ride.
But Well, that was like the first listen. Like when I saw it, I just had to go to it. But nah, I definitely let it ride. Like I said, Swap Meet was super dope. This entire I don't think he had anything I would definitely take off because he definitely takes you on a ride of emotions, right, and the soundscapes and everything. So I think it's a well balanced project. And then the way Eminem,
you think so?
I think so.
Nah, it didn't seem well balanced to me.
No.
Nah, I came across very, very somber. It had like 3 up-tempo tracks on here.
Where?
If I had to name them, Silent Rod, Self-Destruction,
Okay.
and was it Soho?
Yeah, Soho was a little bit more.
Soho?
That was it.
That was it.
It's
Rest of
definitely
this
it's just
shit-
a mood to the album.
Ooh, my
This is
God.
definitely like sitting in the house with a rainy day outside.
Blind
That's the
Spot,
exact thing I was
yeah.
thinking, bro. Like, when I came in here, I was so glad y'all was playing it because every time I've heard it, like I got 212s in the trunk, so I'm always like listening to like the bumping shit.
Stun on him.
Hey, yeah, I ain't want to steal the phrase. I ain't gonna say your phrase. I ain't gonna appropriate your phrase. Hey, if Feefo give me the approval, then I got the approval. But yeah, normally that's how I listen to music, so I'm just riding around and I'm just like, most of it's just like, yo, sometimes I don't want to think about guys. I'm off myself. I'm like, shit, like, it was real different. So sitting in here, I was able to appreciate it more, and I think it's more meant for like chilling or cleaning or not working out in the gym or something like that. It's not that at all.
Yeah.
It's not right around music to me either.
It's not. No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. Like I wasn't able to like appreciate it more until I was sitting in here like, it's in the background, we talking or whatever, and I'm like, okay, like I feel a little bit more.
It's funny you say that because Ken and I was up here on Saturday playing it.
Yeah.
And I was like, it feels right here.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? 'Cause we was just chilling, just, getting the studio ready for a client. And I was like, oh man, it actually is like moody. Client came in and was like, what's this? And
Yeah.
they was feeling it.
And it's funny because I was like, damn, what is? And I was like that too, even though I heard it several times. Like, yo, what is this? Somebody play this in the car.
Right.
Oh, wait, I'm playing this in the car all week. Like, whatever.
It's weird, right?
Yeah,
it's
it
weird
is.
that you can be in certain places and music sounds different.
Yeah, and it sounds a lot better chilling.
It's a little bit too mellow for me.
Mm-hmm.
I like the dichotomy between his voice being really high pitched and nasally, and the music not really supporting that. But it's just after a while, I just kind of started to feel like I don't want to listen to this anymore.
Yeah, because it seemed like, all the songs being so slow tempo, even though it's not a lot of tracks, but it felt like it dragged.
Yes.
You know
It's
what I'm
like
saying?
39 minutes long or something like that.
It felt
quick.
longer. It felt long.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's just every song to me is just more real, and the beats are all dope. They're just all the same tone. That's the problem.
It runs together.
Yeah.
Like it played like what 3 times while we was up here, and I was like, did it start over? I can't really tell.
Like none of the songs
Yeah.
to me really jump out at you. Like LOL SMH is probably my favorite only because of what he's talking about. But sonically, I can't be like, oh well, this song right here was so much better.
I do have that. For me, it's self-destruction. Like,
That was my shit. Too.
like, yo.
That hook.
That was the first like Boogie song I heard because it came up on my daily mix or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And so when y'all mentioned him again, I was like, I've heard that name somewhere. And then I thought back, I'm like, and that song ain't about shit. Like really, you know what I mean? But it's like, yo, like that gave me that fucking energy, and then that beat, that bass drop, I'm like, yo, I fuck with that heavy. But like most of it, self-destruction is my shit though. And I was reading the liner notes for it, and it was like, I just went in the studio for a sound check, and I was just like kind of freestyling because I broke my glasses and I stopped writing. So I was just freestyling that whole song, and then I'm like, well, that's my favorite shit. So keep doing that shit, bro.
Out of all the joints on here, that's the one that definitely bumps into it the most on this on this project. But no, I agree. It is more overall moody than it is.
So I'm glad you said that, because what I was going to say is I've seen a lot of people talk highly about this guy, and after listening to this full project, I'm trying to understand what the appeal is of Boogie.
Really?
The only reason I knew who he was is because of that M song.
Yeah.
And the M song
Rainy
really
Days.
and that song really only blew up because people were making fun of M's verse.
It was whack like that?
It wasn't whack.
Okay, so I'm lost.
I
Hold
thought
on.
it was whack.
And
And it grew on because the fuck
He has some
what
whack
he's
lines.
saying is
Yeah.
he's got a lot of whack
You got some funny lines in there.
Yeah,
The
fuck
fuck
what you heard?
word line is whack.
Yeah.
The shit about Dracula.
That
shit is
down on the
stupid,
counter
bro.
is whack.
That shit is stupid.
The idea, I got an idea, like you going to buy beer. But the thing is, the more I listen to it, the less bad I think it is. Because I think that once you got over that hump from the beginning
He's still
and you
flowing.
got into the verse, huh?
I mean, he's still flowing at the end of the day.
Exactly. Like his flow is dope.
Yeah.
But it's just getting there.
Because he starts off with the fuck what you heard. And then you're like,
and he said so determined, like I can spit a bar.
yeah.
My legacy's fucking legacy's hurt. Fucking absurd. I shepherd with his sheep. Fuck what you heard.
He says it with such confidence.
And it's like you expect everybody to be like, oh, fuck what you heard. Like the sheep is a herd.
Right.
Fuck them like you fucking the sheep. It's whack.
Yeah.
But then after that, when he starts really rapping, it sounds good.
Yeah.
If you don't pay attention to what he's saying,
You know me, like my thing is how does it make me feel? How does it sound? And I felt that Eminem sounded good. I didn't
does
really,
sound good.
Yeah, I didn't really break down his bars like that because I ain't gonna lie. I partly assumed that they were
not
on
great.
par.
And the part at the end where he was putting those weird ad libs in it, like where he's saying a word and there's an ad lib and the word and ad lib, but all the shit rhymed together. I thought that was crazy good. But when I listened to it the first time, I didn't even really notice that because I was still trying to get over the fact that he said, fuck what you heard, and the idea and the down for the count shit.
It was the Dracula line. Well, that was the one that got me.
Oh, yeah.
Down for the count. I was like, this nigga really.
But so wait a minute. Like has M always had corny bars? Now that I think about it.
After a certain point, I
But
think
you know,
after the Eminem
here's
show.
the difference. He's always had corny bars,
Yeah.
but he delivered them in a way where you thought he was being silly or joking.
Okay, I see.
Now, whenever he raps, he always sounds angry.
Okay.
Like if he delivered them with the old Slim Shady voice, where he's like, "Fuck what you heard," you'd be like, "Oh, he's being stupid on purpose."
Yeah.
Right.
But now he says the shit like he really means.
And
it.
that's what I was thinking when y'all was saying. I was like, wait a minute, he's always kind of had bars like that, in my opinion. Because I wasn't always an M fan.
Well, and that's what I was kind of asking myself. I was like,
Yeah.
well, how come this wasn't a problem before?
Right.
Because
But now
he
it's
sandwiched them in
like,
with dope bars.
yeah.
I like your first theory better though, like because I do think Slim Shady had a sense of like a certain type of humor. So yeah, the fuck we heard thing would have worked back then, like you said, because of his, he was younger, saying a lot of silly shit on top of that.
Right.
So it was like on par with what he was already doing. Whereas now, every time we see him, he's serious. He's always trying to prove a point. And so you assume like with this bar, he's trying to prove a point.
Right.
And it's like, nah, that ain't it, bro.
He always sounds defensive.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a bad album. It's just slow and just dreary and freaking depressing. And it's like, and that's how I felt every time I listened to it.
Kids like that shit, man. I think that's Boogie's appeal because it's like emo rap and maybe like people like there's like in so many songs there was like I'm in this shitty relationship, like the past the aux chorus shit or my baby mama type shit. So maybe that's where they latch on the Boogie.
Fuck that nigga or something like that. And he was like, what? You mean that's for me?
She like, niggas ain't shit.
Yeah, niggas ain't shit.
She like, it's my song.
It's my car.
song.
It's my car though.
So, oh, you playing that for me? What you trying to say? What you trying to
Yeah,
say?
it's that like inner insecurity type shit that I think maybe younger, well, he's 29, but maybe these younger fans can relate to so much and why they love him.
That was LL SMH.
That was
Silent Ride.
Silent Ride at the beginning of it.
That was,
But there were a few songs where that kept coming up, like I'm in a shitty relationship with my girl.
Yeah, I think Whose Fault, I think.
Yeah, Whose
He came
Fault,
back
and
up
probably
again.
LOL.
No, definitely LOL. That's the
Yeah.
one where he was talking about the insecurity, like where the guy's talking about, why is this girl even with me?
Yeah.
And he's like, something about his skin being thick. I probably bleed when you touch me.
it, yeah.
I hate that you love me, but I love that you hate me. Something like that. And I was like, damn, this is deep as fuck. And that second verse comes back around when he's talking to God.
Yeah.
And he's like, God, we never hit my line. Nick, you said he had my back, but why are you lying? It's like that song is incredible, but it was just like, I don't know. I felt like I just couldn't connect with this project. That was the only song where I really connected with it. These other songs, while they're good, I do not see myself returning.
Too much
to.
singing for you, maybe.
I'm not singing on some songs. The singing I definitely didn't like.
Right.
Like this project, right? Like I'm hearing everybody talking and talking about how they feel about it.
Yeah,
It reminds
you really
me,
like it.
huh?
Because it sounds like you really like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it, and it reminds me of Isaiah Rashad a little bit.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like I was the oddball out with Isaiah Rashad. I didn't like it, and all of y'all loved it, and now it's like opposite. So it's just weird. I don't
Isaiah
know.
Rashad to me has a little bit more energy and conviction when he raps.
Of course, yes.
This
Focus
is more
project.
telling a story,
It is.
conveying emotion, and that's fine. I don't think anybody here, and if they are, I disagree with them. I don't think anybody's saying this is a bad project. I think it's a great project.
Right.
I just think it could benefit from a little bit more diversity. That's all. Just because he has a great voice, I could see like a hype beat. I could see him killing it.
Of course.
But hearing him constantly go over these really drab beats, it just kind of makes the project drag a little bit for me. That's
I disagree a little bit. I do like the fact that it's a mood album. I think adding higher energy tracks to it may throw off the tempo of it.
I don't think so, because there's a couple already on there. Like Soho was a little bit higher. I'm not saying throwing like some fucking Denzel Curry type shit, but just something a little bit faster, maybe. Something a little bit more energy.
Yeah, we need to balance it out. Yeah.
So to balance it out?
Balance it out a little bit.
Why?
Because it drags.
It brings you down. It brings.
But that's good.
That's
That's fine though. I think.
You think it's needed?
I think it's cool. I think it's cool that you guys feel like that about it. I think it's cool that it made you feel that.
You don't want to return to a project?
No, not to return. I mean, it might not. You may not just be in the mood to listen to it. It's just like Eric said earlier. Like, well, I'm just going by like what Eric said and what I was kind of said about in certain situations it feels right.
Yeah, I'm disagreeing with that.
Right, I understand you disagree with it. That's why I said what Eric.
You did
Eric
say
and
that.
I said, yeah.
You did say that.
No, I thought. If I want to play something like that, I can play some down tempo songs or something in the background. You know, if you want to create something moody or some jazz or whatever, I don't need to play, boogie.
I feel like Rod, because like Earl Sweatshirt album, right? That was very moody. You know what I'm saying? And I think that if it's intentional, there doesn't have to be that much balance. And that's why originally I felt that there was balance, but I agree with y'all, it's way more moody. But those 3 tracks gave it the balance I felt that it needed, because I felt that the album was extremely intentional in that way.
Oh, it was.
So I feel like it was just enough of it, because it's supposed to be a mood album.
So he accomplished what he wanted. It just wasn't for Myke, or wasn't for Ken.
Exactly.
It's for
and
me
I think that's
sometimes.
fine. And I think that's fine. Yeah.
I think that's fine too. But the thing about it is, I'm one of those guys that I don't like happy music.
Right.
Okay.
And I know
Happy
that
music
about you.
makes me extremely depressed, and it makes me, it fucks me up. That's why I don't listen to a lot of pop music. It just, I can't vibe with it. And sadder music makes me feel more level, makes me feel normal. For some reason, this just fucked me up, because I feel like I wasn't getting into it. Like I like a lot of sad rappers. I like a lot of depressing, somber music. Ka is very somber.
Yep.
But there's something about this project that it just doesn't pull me in. It's not me listening to it being like, God, this sucks. God, this is bad. God, this guy can't rap. It's just something that's not pulling me into what he's doing.
Is it because of sad relationship stuff?
Bro, no, that's what I'm saying. As many shitty relationships as I've been in, I would rather the music be talking about shitty relationships, because I can relate to it.
But basically, you're saying and doing everything I said initially about Isaiah Rashad. That's exactly how I felt.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's not whack. The music isn't whack. The beats are there. The lyricism is there. He sounds. It's not nothing that you could grab on and be like, oh my God, this is dope. I feel it. I definitely understand where you're coming from.
I feel like, damn, it's something like dope about this guy that I like, because he's very honest, he's very vulnerable, he's very like relatable as far as the subject matter. But I'm just like, damn, why am I still like, man, when is the album gonna be over? Like, I don't know why I'm feeling that way. Like when I listen to it, like it's like,
I think it is a drag. I mean, you can either look at it as a drag, or you can look at it as a move or a vibe. It's how I look at it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But you're just
I
treating it like
experienced
background
both.
music though. And I think that's the difference.
You're
You're just treating it like background music. I'm not doing that.
Because you're looking at it analytically.
Right.
I get you.
Right. And I don't think this is an active listen.
Right.
For you at least.
Right.
This is just to put it on the background and vibe out to it, not really paying attention.
Exactly.
So when as we sitting here listening to it, I'm just like,
And that's what I
damn.
enjoyed it the most.
Is that what he's going for?
No,
and that's the
no,
question.
no, I don't
No,
think so.
this
he's
kind of
Background music, is he going for background?
Exactly.
Not with this
Nah.
Because that's what
No.
makes Rod like it, is the fact that it's background music.
Right.
So is he really accomplishing
I
what
don't
he
think so.
wanted to accomplish with Rod at least? Maybe not. With you, maybe a little bit more.
I'm kind of
This
with
content
Ryan
is
with my
heavy.
shit, man. Like I said, I like self-destruction. Other than like any other song, I don't know if I'll revisit. Like Rainy Days, Soho. Like other than that, I'm not touching Skydive 1. You know what I mean? I'm not touching Tired Reflections. so I could hear him kill himself in the very beginning of the album. Like I'm just not doing it.
I'd be cool with that.
He had some dope lines on Reflection though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, it was a good setup.
Yeah.
It just didn't go anywhere from there
Yeah.
when I listened to it. Because it sounded like I was like, oh shit, this is about to be on some shit.
So what did y'all take from the album title? Because I know Feefo, you're really into like album titles and
Shit, the
concepts.
game
Did you
be
pull
sold
anything
out
from
for,
it?
baby.
What you say?
Gas be sold in our toes, baby.
I think it speaks to his vulnerability. Like everything's for sale. And I read something where he was like, yo, I'm broke. Like I need this album to pop. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that at this point in his life, being, you know, on the cusp of 30, obviously everything like this, like if this don't work, I don't know what the hell's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And then also the title or the cover with him, you know, like kind of carrying out a casket. So I just think that obviously he has a lot of personal stuff. He's losing people, so everything is for sale to try to make it. You know what I'm saying, to where he wants to be. At least that's how I interpret
But
it.
yeah, he's clearly listening to the album and hearing that, like, there's a lot going on with him based on what is in this album. I don't know how much of this is, you know, all his story, but applying this to his story, he's in a fucked up place.
Exactly.
You know,
His chick is for sale. His dad is for sale. The
His
love he has.
relationship story is for sale.
Everything's for sale. Like fuck all
Like,
this
y'all
shit.
get all
I'm,
this
like
shit.
I'm over all this shit. You know what I'm saying? All this shit's
Life
for
is for
sale.
sale.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That was the whole intro y'all took. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, that's crazy.
The part that fucked me up, he was like, "You don't laugh at my jokes anymore," and that's some shit I have said so many times. I'm like, bro, I was like, you really done changed. Have you being introspective? Am I funny? Like, I was like,
You had some girl
damn.
tell you that? Or you told some girl that she don't laugh at your jokes no more?
No, somebody told him that.
No, no, that's me.
Oh, you told somebody else that?
I'm like, yo, like, she's like, it's just not funny. I'm like,
She told you that?
yeah. So that's how you know. That's how you know, bro. That's how you know. That's how you know shit is a rap, though. It's like, damn, yo, shit
Maybe
changed.
it's just you. Maybe you ain't funny
Nah, I
no more.
ain't,
Maybe
nah.
you're not trying as hard.
Nah, bro.
Really?
Nah.
He's like, I'm consistent.
I am goddamn.
You seem like a consistent
Damn.
brother, man.
Yeah, I am. I keep it coming.
Damn, man.
No
Fuck her,
pun,
man.
no pun intended.
I've never had somebody tell me that.
I'll be
Girls
crushed.
tell me that that's one of the
I'll be
main
crushed.
reasons.
Yeah, I know, me too. Like, I'll be crushed. I think I'll be crushed. Like, some bitch, like, that ain't funny. Like, I'm like, what do you mean? I'm funny as fuck. What do you mean?
Shit. They got a sense of humor.
Right.
I can see them just being like, that joke wasn't funny, but if
Right,
they're
right,
like,
right.
You're not funny. That's different.
It's not like that, but you notice like she don't laugh at your jokes anymore.
She laughing at somebody else's jokes. That's why.
Yeah,
man.
Wow.
Like that
That's
new
fucked up,
comedy.
bro.
Right?
I'm sorry.
That's when you know it's Sister Ty.
That's how you got the name me. That's how you got the name me, mugger. Ah, now it's coming together. Now it's
Nah,
coming
it's real.
together.
It's real though. Like when she stopped laughing at your jokes,
Damn.
Damn.
God damn, bro. That's sad, man.
Hey, it
you
is
should make an
good.
album.
it is what it is. He already said it for me, dog. I don't gotta say it.
Damn, dog.
Favorite tracks? Give me Tired/Reflections. Give me LOL, SMH, Soho. Give me Skydive 2. And Self-Destruction.
Self-Destruction, Soho, Silent Ride, Whose Fault, Tired Reflections.
You like a lot of this shit, man.
Y'all was all about to
Huh?
say too.
See?
You picked a lot of tracks.
Well, what do you got to pick 5?
Oh, 5?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah,
no, I ain't
five.
got 5 for you.
Got Who's Fault, Live 95, Soho, LOL, SMH, and Tired Reflection.
Give me 5, man.
All right, I got you. I got your 5. Silent Ride, Soho, Live 95, Rainy Days, Skydive 2, and Self-Destruction.
Tired/Reflections. I got LOL, SMH, Soho. I'm gonna go Rainy Days and Self-Destruction.
Damn, Boogie, if you watching, honestly, I need to go check out your other projects. Honestly, I have to, because I definitely think you are a dope artist on the right path. And what I mean by that is that you sound very professional, and I think that the topics and everything that you're talking about is relatable, at least to me. You know, I've been through a lot of that stuff, so I enjoyed it. I feel that it's gonna be interesting where you go and how you're marketed on Shady.
Yeah, I'm with Feefo. I think that's actually a good point. I definitely want to go back and check out your back catalog. I think it would be good to kind of have a more of a frame of reference of like what you were doing before, because this is just one album that I've heard. You know, based on what people said, man, it would be dope if things just my bad B. If things worked out, man. And it sounds like, based on what I've seen, that you're on the right path. So much success to you.
Yeah, if you're watching, good job with this album. I'm glad that at least this being my first time listening to you showing that you're vulnerable, that you're honest. Most artists don't do that a lot. You could have easily went the whole West Coast route and went braggadocious or doing, talking about other shit that probably wasn't important. I feel like you just dove into something that was really important, or that was really, dangling in your heart for you to get this out. The emotions, I like how you kind of use your voice for the instrumentation on the productions on this as well, which is I forgot to mention. But yeah, man, good job. Like I said, it just feel like it dragged me a little bit too much because a lot of songs were very slow, but maybe that's something you was going for. And if it was, you did a good job of doing it. But I hope in the next future projects you kind of switch it up and give me some more up-tempo stuff in your future projects. But other than that, good job with your debut, Shady debut.
Eric B.
I wasn't ready.
Get ready, though.
Always ready. No. But yeah, man.
Alright, no.
Yeah, sort of. Shut up, Ken.
That what your girl said.
What she said.
See, I'm trying to put my emotions out here.
All right, Drake.
Much like Boogie, and I get shitted on for it.
Maybe too dark to be light skinned.
But yeah, man, keep doing your thing. Obviously, people love it. It's not really my speed, but I'm different, so it is what it is. But I'm with B. Like you put yourself all the way out there, and sometimes that's hard for people to do. If you like me, motherfuckers around you might shit on you for letting out your own shit, man. So keep that shit up, man. Fuck y'all. Keep doing what you're doing, man. But for my speed, I like shit like self-destruction. So some pointless, ignorant, bass knocking type shit. That's me. But don't worry about me.
That's why you got the 12s.
That's why I got the 12s, man, for that self-destruction.
Yeah, for your Shady debut, I think you did a great job. Just because it doesn't appeal to me doesn't mean that I think it's a bad project. I definitely think that you're on a very interesting path. You're on a very unique path, especially being on Shady. And I hope that this works out well for you. I like your honesty. I like the fact that you choose beats that are very different from what people would expect you to rap over, and I think that you do it well. So much success, and good luck with everything.